First carry for James Conner. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie! Stay with your man!
Mayfield to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, Mayfield. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be... A touchback as that sails over the end line.
Black 25. Don't say nothing. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. 11 yards there, first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
What's up with the upset?
Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
What up? No.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team.
For him and Q.
That's McQ for real? Oh, what? Is that really McQ in that pick?
Nah. Might as fucking well be. Macho one-on-one. Nah, but
brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mac Howard. Is it Macho
no,
Ward?
it is. I just say Macho Ward.
Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, on 133. Hey, Haywood. 52's the mic. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you. Like that.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his target once more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I got a third-round pick on the block, man. That's all I got left in a 7. Take it.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
What are you talking about?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Trash league, okay.
What's the Texans trash?
Hey, is he on the Taki on the block?
No, listen, every time I say the trash league, y'all get offended if they don't talk about the quality of players of the teams. No, I'm talking about the leadership of
by his
the
big
trash
tight
league.
end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard
No,
line.
he on a whole different
10 yards on the
level.
pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
But he don't really want to play people.
Jameis to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield.
I'm not the Texans anymore.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
He said it as he was leading the party. I didn't even say that to him. He just went on a little rant.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Throwing on second down. Winston, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I did want to play you. I didn't beat everybody else, but you would cut. But I'm not worried about cut right now. I'm worried about you, because I didn't play you so tight. The last 3 games we played, we pissed me off. That's when you couldn't go over that hump.
Side by Adams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And Winston lost the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Other opponents, but when it came to cut the apple,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's the next season.
That is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
But the ABM playoffs taking a month, ain't it?
Shecker just finished, so
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 79 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, alert 33. Come to my work. Hey, Delta.
Mayfield now from the 50. Buying time to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right.
He said that for real?
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be
I didn't watch the game because I thought we were going to get blown out.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That's my team. I just thought it was going to...
And scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now, it's Connor.
The difference between playing Tom Brady
and
and
stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
That's how it's been.
Nice linebacker play.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I figured they were going to torture us with their offense.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
no, I'm talking about your team.
Play with.
Your team, not the Colts. Oh, okay.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield now. This is caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I traded Reed for a first, and I traded Fuller for a first.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They don't set a time to play when they don't know when they're going to be home. I'm not going to give you a time and then I don't be at home at that time. It makes me look bad. So we just play when I get home. Since I know you have nothing to do the next day.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, the next day I get online, keep playing my team. You don't want to stop playing.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, okay, you can have it.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Is a prick, and he can't have his way.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's get it.
Again, it's Winston. He's got Adams on the hookup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Winston now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
I just know I'm not going to argue with a grown man. A grown man that's almost 10 years older
And
than
the
me
kick by
of a video
Rosas
game.
is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I ain't even saying that dude. He just called me a fuckboy and left the party.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
In person,
Try and get things
he got mad and probably
kick-started for
slapped
them.
that
And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script
If I
coming out
slap
of
you,
the
Most
that
of
means
the
get away
time
from
in the
me
first
from
half,
fight.
you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Yeah,
Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
What the fuck you get away from me? Don't fight me, slap me. Yeah, if you slap me, it's wrong. Unless you knock me out with that fucking slap.
That's slap.
Going again, Winston on
Slap
second
gonna
and
put you
10.
on- slap gonna put you on
And
your
the
butt.
Falcons get there.
No
The
man for
Falcons
slap
get
me
the
or something.
sack.
Get
Down
away
he
from me before you
goes.
fight.
Daniil Hunter in there
I'm not
again,
going to say
sack
that.
number
I'm going to slap you
14
and
for
you're going to
him
fall
on
in
the
his
year.
butt. And if you get up and try to fight, we're going to fight. Otherwise, you're going to walk off and be like, all right. I ain't going to say we're going to fight if I slap you. I'm going to slap you.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, exactly.
I see them run the ball here, just try and get some space.
Yeah, I don't see no
You're not going to let it go, are you?
When I wake up, you better be ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Bernard McKinney muscled his way in
You
for
felt
the
more
sack.
disrespected by the slap
And I
than the
think you
punch.
understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Agnew now to return.
I'm going to blast him off.
Well, I ain't putting no attributes in my
A good
value. I
return
still
there,
suck.
17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
I can unlock stuff faster. I really just suck.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I can't do it up and under if he ain't putting his hands up. Goodness gracious.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. To throw, Winston.
He got that Mark Williams speed.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their
Never broke the
first.
run, baby. Always got
But at
home
least
down.
it's 4th down.
He always get hawked down, but I mean sometimes he fall in the end zone, so he get lucky.
No, I'm talking about long runs. I ain't talking about like 20 or 30 yards. I'm talking about like 60 or 60 or what.
Before.
They're going to try
Never.
for it on
He never scored on a
4th.
60-yard
Winston
run.
stays out
Never.
there.
And the
Let me stop saying college.
Oh,
Pros, I mean, I lost track of him at New Orleans because he was hurt so much.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the
You made your guy good before the draft or after the draft.
That's a great season.
Heck of a season. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
But the one thing I did notice that I missed out on.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Back in the first time,
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. The defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He put this ball in the middle and it's going to fly to the left for no reason.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal.
Because my guy having attributes put up on him, my cord is not my vertical as well.
From 8 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
My sprint, though, that was a 3.2. Now, we were fast.
No, that was fast. I was number 1. I was number 1 in
all
all
go to the
agility.
monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Bullet good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
I just made sure I had a shooting guard who can dribble the ball. And
now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Carolina shooting.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
I think we play after
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
Man, he took
And
my
what I
players.
mean by that
It's
is
okay.
just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Maybe
So
he'll
now
be
it's
in
3rd and long, because
AGA.
remember, they also lose a
J.J.
deal
White
on the
can block
grounding
the
call.
ball.
And a He's here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Madden ass league.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling.
And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Just more of the same there, partner.
I just noticed
Guys
he
have just
caught
been running free in the
everything
secondary this entire game.
game.
No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
I was like,
been an easy day for
I was like, Cut Sleek had the exact same players in it. You call it the duty league because you won it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I hope that man win the Super Bowl.
Really think about it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
My ass. I mean, some of the players did end up kind of ass, like Marvell.
What is Montez Sweat's speed?
92.
Give me the ball, Ross.
Exactly.
Oh, my bad. 91.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Man, Kendall Sheffield went to the Falcons.
It was good, accurate. I mean, a few players off like Marvell and a couple other ones.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the game. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
You can make a WNBA in my gym.
And again, it's Mayfield.
I don't think I was going to tell you that. It's like my mic right now. Just too slow.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game to the defense.
I heard somebody had jumped on
him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Right
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
Because if he want to talk about
He wants to talk about losing to cut in the Super Bowl,
they found out
not
it is
losing
a
the cut before the
touchdown
Super Bowl.
indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1
I can lose the cut as long as it's in the Super Bowl. That's how he is.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
Hey,
they'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
I don't know any of those guys.
Following the interception, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throw it, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Gets past one man. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
1st down, Mayfield. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Kenny Clark. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, 133. Run. Under touch. Hey. High 7.
4th down, Mayfield. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff working right. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the twits.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Winston on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again with Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing, Winston. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action. Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mayfield going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To try again after the sack. Winston, now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Jared